What would you like for me to say and to do?
All right. Why don't we just talk about
This is the year 2007 Christmas in our house in Virginia. And we're living on, oh, I forgot what the name of the street is.
where we living, Deborah?
What's the name of the street, Deborah? I don't know. I just drew a blank. Fortitude Terrace.
All right, let's
That's
start again then.
okay.
Now you know where you live.
This is the year 2007, and Deborah and I are living in Virginia now on Fortitude Terrace out in South Riding, Virginia. Uh, it's a nice house. It's nice and big, but combining two households into one, it is full. Everything, all the floors are covered with furniture, and everything is covered with tchotchkes. So it looks like us. It looks like Deborah and I. That's what it looks like.
Okay, where are you from?
Where am I from? Well, if you don't know where I'm from,
The camera doesn't know where
the
you're
camera
from.
doesn't know where I'm from. I was born in Jacksonville, Florida. Spent most of my formative years in Savannah, Georgia. And did I say I was born in Jacksonville, Georgia?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Florida. And when I was 18, I went away to college at Wesleyan College in Macon, Georgia. When I came back, I got married to Robert Lee Deal from North Carolina, and then we started our life together, which lasted for 50 years. Now, what else would you like to know about me?
Talk about your kids.
Talk about my kids. Well,
So,
I was fortunate to have 4 pregnancies and 4 kids, and they were born normally, if you can call what they are now normal. Uh, everybody has their foibles, and we all do, but we all get along really well. This is the 50th Christmas together with my children. I'm sorry Daddy's not here. He passed away 2.5 years ago. But he is with us anyhow because he's out at Arlington Cemetery and here in Virginia. So I feel like we're closer to him by being here. We are having a Christmas dinner with all of our children and our youngest son's wife and his children. Suzanne, our little golden deal, we called her. She's small. Her last name is Golden, and then she married a deal. And they have 2 precious children, Connor and Jillian. And we love them very much. They are just adorable. But they are children. They get into things. They do things. They're children. And what else would you like to? And Suzanne's father is with us, and her sister.
Suzanne's father, what's his name?
His name is Ron Golden, and her mother's not here because she's in Atlanta awaiting the birth of another grandchild for a daughter that lives down there. And one of Suzanne's sisters is going to be with us, Yvette, and her 2 children, Alex and Ashlyn, and she's bringing the present boyfriend for dinner today. And we're having an early dinner so that we can go to the National Cathedral for Christmas Eve service in Washington. And it'll take us about an hour to get downtown. So, and it's a beautiful cathedral, and we're anxious for everyone to see it and attend the services. Anything else you want me to talk
Why
about?
don't you talk about Lee Deal? Talk about his childhood to present time.
Talk
because
about
he's-
his childhood to present time. He was an ornery little soul. Wouldn't eat. I had a time making him eat. And he just would close that mouth and just shut it tight, and that was it. No food. And he loved to pull on his sister's long hair. We have pictures of him behind her. She's sitting and watching the television, and he's grabbing for her hair. He was born 5 years after JoAnn in Altus, Oklahoma. And he was our second child. And he's named for his father, and looks like his father, acts like his father, thinks like his father. And all of the children, all the boys were named properly. They are duplicates of their namesakes. Lee had a terrible time when he was about 3. He had penicillin poisoning, and when we were stationed in Waco, Texas, and it was at Christmas time, and we had a very difficult time then, but the good Lord spared him, and he was just that sick that we didn't know if he was going to make it or not. But he pulled through. He was just stubborn enough. He was going to make it no matter what. And we were certainly glad of that. And after that, let's see, he was a normal little boy, played cowboys and Indians, loved to blow up things with anything he could mix together that would explode. He showed me one day how to make a Molotov cocktail, and I almost fainted. And he had some problems with his learning at first that was due to his eyes because of the high fevers when he was so sick from the penicillin poisoning. So he went to many different schools, and not all were good or happy times, but he came through very, very good. And he's an adventuresome type of person. He loves to do lots of things. And once he's done them, it's over. That's it. Nothing, no more. And he's been through scuba diving, and he went through Boy Scouts and almost got his eagle, but he was just ornery enough. He knew he could do it, so he didn't have to prove it. And he just didn't do his project, that was all. And he is an excellent electrician, very methodical, very particular, and is excellent, and everybody likes to have him work with them. He has been skydiving, which I didn't like or nor approve of, but that's neither here nor there. They do what they want to do. Let's see, he is now involved in cameras and photography, which I am very pleased with, and computers, because I know he's not jumping out of an airplane nor going down underneath the water. I think the only thing he hasn't done is ridden a motorcycle, which I hope he doesn't take up anytime soon. He's very thrifty with his money. Let's see, he's paid off his house, built his own house and paid it off, so he doesn't owe anybody anything. And he comes up to visit with us wherever we are. And before we moved up here, we all came up to have Christmas with Suzanne and Bill and the children. What else do you want me to?
Talk about my ex-girlfriends. Talk about
Your ex-girlfriends?
Talk about what you met some of the ex-girlfriends.
Oh,
Just
I have. He almost got married one time. I'm not sure what happened, but that was okay too. She had a little girl, and the little girl was precious, but I don't think the mama was that precious to Lee, and so that didn't work out. But he's had many girlfriends, and he had one girl that we liked, but she was just a friend, Robin, and he's had all kinds of girlfriends and dated and come and gone, and some he liked and some he didn't like, some he liked more than others. And he's just an old bachelor now, and he is not going to change. So unless somebody loves him enough to live with him as he is, forget it. Which is what it should be, with no matter how old you are or what. But he's set in his ways, just like my daughter and my middle son, John, and even Bill is set in his ways. So the baby Bill, who is 6'3". What else you
let's
want
talk
me?
about. Okay, now that we've talked a little bit about myself as well, or you've talked about me, why don't we talk about some of the hobbies that you've had in the past, some of your hobbies?
My hobbies were raising 4 kids and taking care of a husband who
Some of your
was
floral designs and
flying around all the time. And I was definitely involved in anything that they were involved in, from scouting to anything else. And I've been a hack master, and then I went back to school to get more education so that I could teach, and I learned how to teach in the Learning Disabled program. Got very involved in that and taught at a number of schools there. Then when I quit because I got knocked out by some of the students who were as big as I was, I couldn't stand being at home and not doing anything, so I went back to school. And first thing I did was to take a class in floral design. And I did that for over a year. Worked at some florists, did my own artificial floral designs, sold them to different places, different businesses. Went back to school again at the junior college and worked on my interior design career. And worked selling furniture and in sales with home decorative things for quite a few years. And then I just quit. And Daddy wanted me to come into his office, and I did, because he needed me at the front desk. And then when he got really sick, we sold the business, and I stayed at home with him. Now I'm staying at home with Deborah. And I don't do much of anything. She does it all, from cooking to cleaning to taking care of Grandma Joe, as Connor calls me. Now, is that enough?
That's enough. You can.
Okay.
We'll give you a break. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say you collect bears and dolls.
I collect bears and dolls, and you can't get around.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.